Hi Scorpio, welcome to this full moon in Aquarius reading for August 19th, 2024. Um, is it a nice moon? It's a tense moon. You may have felt it from Saturday, and it lasts up until about the 21st because there are a lot of planetary aspects that are creating some agitation or tense situations, but all with a solution in sight. And I have been seeing that through these readings, so that's good. Um, the direction your reading is going in is number one, energy, courage, or taking a risk. Now, the frequency of one is inspiration or aspiration, and it deals with something that's about to be born or begin, something that's beginning to take shape. It is the I in God, right? I will. I will this to happen. So maybe you've been thinking about taking a chance on something, and now's the time to kind of face it, even though it is a full moon. Or maybe you're just summoning up the courage at this moment, or just taking the beginning steps, right? It's something that is about to take shape. So courage would probably be the first step. Maybe you've wanted to do something and you're kind of been wanting to take that step. Now you sort of get the courage to do it. Maybe you're going to go public with an interest you've been pursuing. For example, you are kind of moving into an energetic cycle where you feel your strength more deeply, your core energy, your core power comes from your eternal self. And maybe you just feel the boundless with courage, right? Ready to take on what lies before you. So it's kind of asking you to take a deep breath and take that first step. Initiate. Okay, nice. Very nice. All right, well, let's see what the cards have to say in regards to this courageous new energy you're stepping into. The first set of cards is where you find yourself at the time of the full moon, or if you are actively and consciously ending a situation or a cycle, this is where you'll find that information. Interesting. The second set of cards is you, what you're thinking, how you're feeling, how you're dealing with things, all with this situation in mind, usually. And the last set of cards is probable outcome. Probable because some things we can change when we have all the right information, and some things we are meant to experience. We came here to experience them, but all for our growth. Okay, well, there's the courage card, so that's nice, the strength card, and that's your outcome, so that's nice. And let's see. Well, you have two major arcana cards. The only thing you're leaving out here is emotion. You have some mental energy, you have some inspiration, you have some physical energy. You're maybe leaving the emotion out of it this time. Okay, let's get started. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. We're doing some multitasking here with that Two of Pentacles, trying to keep our equilibrium, trying to keep balance, juggling maybe a few situations or maybe even finances at this time. But through all this multitasking, through all this situation, this card asks you to do it with a light heart, right? Don't take everything overly seriously, which I do see you doing with that Ten of Wands, because this is taking your responsibilities, moving forward with them. It's plotting, it's laborious, it's a lot of responsibility, but we're taking it on our shoulders and we're moving on with it. Two is about assimilation and envisioning. So you may be doing that for the future, but it feels to me like you're kind of taking your situation, because it's 10, right? 10 is the end of a cycle while simultaneously beginning something new. And it's taking all that responsibility and very possibly envisioning something new for the future. Or, when I'm finished with this task, I can see myself doing this, whatever, this new thing, this new beginning. So this is where we're finishing up old situations. It can be something that you've been busy through the summer with, but this is a kind of reinvigoration, a rebirth, feeling energized again. Our child self, our youthfulness, our playfulness, feeling social. And maybe you've been kind of burning the candles at both ends, right? Because you have that responsibility, but you also have the sun, which is like, well, I want to go out and play, or I want to be social, or I want to party, or I want to have fun too. And still having to take on all the responsibility. And that can be the Two of Pentacles, right? You're kind of juggling both things, burning the candle at both ends. That can be also one of the things that's going on here. When the sun, however, is negatively aspected, which you could say maybe the Ten of Wands is negatively aspecting that. For some, this can be mania, right? So taking the responsibility a little bit too crazy and getting manic about it. So you want to be careful of that, right? It's just putting too much energy behind it, because I can feel your tiredness, right? I can feel the laborious energy that comes with that Ten of Wands. But you need kind of that invigoration, you need that rebirth, you need to feel that playfulness again. Kind of like all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy, right? So finding a balance, and I've had this for you before. I know I've had this for you before. So finding that balance between work and play, right? You're behaving like a King of Swords. That's interesting. This is my Libra card. So we're being very practical about things. Facts and figures are important, right? Just the facts, ma'am. That's all we're kind of looking for here. We're not, in fact, not letting emotion into our decision making with the Libra card. We're being fair about things. We're being logical. We're being practical. Because I think we're working towards something for the future with the Star card. But you could be a little emotionless. The King of Wands doesn't allow emotion to color his decision making. It's really just logic, facts and figures kind of energy. But, again, weighing both sides or trying to maintain equilibrium here, which Libra does. Sees both sides of a situation. The Star card is inspired energy, inspiration for the future, looking towards the future. You have the Page of Cups here, so okay, that's good. We can bring a little bit of emotion into the situation, but maybe you're saying, first let me get the job done, then I'll have some fun later, right, in the future. In the future, I can worry about enjoying things or bringing emotion into it, but for now, it just needs to be facts and figures kind of thing. There is an expansive energy with the Page of Cups. And also interesting because, not that it's negatively aspected, but the Page of Cups can be insecure about something, although they very often, there's a naivete with them, and so maybe they can just be like, yeah, I can do it, and just jump right in. And that can be the courage, right? They often fall on their face because they haven't prepared for it, or they weren't as prepared as they hoped for, but they have that very optimistic, like, yeah, let's go, let's do it kind of thing. And that is sometimes how you learn, so I wouldn't worry about it. But the Star card is the card of being led somewhere. do think, though, that you could have some good information that comes your way that comes from your intuitive side or from the psychic side of yourself. You are water. So that's very possible here. Um, okay. And if you are doing something towards the future, could be around February, March that you are moving towards, that you're looking towards. That's a possibility. Now, here's the courage, right? The strength card is a very courageous energy associated with the sign Leo. This is associated with Aquarius, so these can be the planets that are kind of having their way with us at this time. But in the meantime, I'm going to say we feel like we're a little bit stuck, that our efforts are kind of not effective at this time, but keep your energy in check and balanced. Keep the beast within balanced. Maintain courage, because at the proper time things will turn back in your favor, and you can move forward. With that, you have a Page of Pentacles. This is an earth sign, Capricorn, but it can be any earth sign that's behaving rather young or at a distance. And this is an empowerment, a person who likes to empower themselves and empower others, very much on a material level. You may have learned something that you want to try out, or you know somebody who wants to do that. You're going to probably be dealing with a Page of Pentacles type of person. But it's like self-empowerment, and you have courage to do that and to try out something new that you've maybe been working on or wanting to do or studying, that kind of thing. And now it's coming to an end and you're ready to implement it, right? Okay. Interesting. It does feel like there are more things going on. It's not just one thread that I have here. I think it's a few different things that are going on. But that makes sense with this card because there's a multitasking. There's a lot of things going on. So the star card is hope, and you have the hope card here. Look with new eyes and create the change that awaits you from the courage that you get in the ability to empower yourself and to do to implement something new. Short and sweet, Scorpio, but I think it's very succinct. And it doesn't seem, well, I mean, you do have a lot of responsibility on here, and things aren't quite moving for you just yet. But it doesn't seem as difficult or as hard as some of the other readings. So maybe you don't have it as intense as other people, as other signs do. Okay? Thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful. I'll return in 2 weeks with a new moon reading. Until then, take very good care. Bye for now.